Raise your hand if you've ever had some kind of unexpected setback in your life before. It's normal. It's part of life. It's part of the human experience, and it's something that we all experience at some point or another in our lives. I'm here to tell you, through the following story, that you can turn a negative situation into a positive one, a bad one into a good one, and you can pluck success from the jaws of failure and find the silver lining in whatever situation life may hand you. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, at 17 years old, the best way to describe myself was a half nerd, half stud. What do I mean by that? Well, I had nerdy elements where I did well in the classroom, but other than school, baseball was my life. I mean, in every sense of the phrase, it was my life. As much as you love your favorite hobby or a family member, that was how much I loved baseball. In junior year of high school, I was on varsity, but I didn't get any playing time whatsoever. So I put all my hopes and dreams into being a starter spring of my senior year. On top of that, I played on the top Connecticut summer travel baseball teams, competing in tournaments across Florida, Georgia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and did amazingly well. I went to a showcase where college scouts were recruiting the top high school baseball players in the country to play at a higher level, and I got 7 letters in the mail from interested colleges. 7. As you can imagine, when tryouts rolled around spring of my senior year, I was ready to go. This was my dream since I was 3 years old. From 3 until 17, this was the utmost nature of my dream, of my soul, of my psyche, of what I wanted out of life. It was all of my self-worth. In the final day of tryouts, we were facing a Division I recruit pitcher. It was after a good round of tryouts, and I got up, it was a 2-2 count. And up until that point in time, he was throwing a no-hitter. It was a 2-2 pitch, I'll never forget. I crushed a double off of the left center field fence. And we were down 9-0, but my teammates cheered for me because someone finally broke up his no-hitter. And on the bus ride back to the locker room, dozens of my teammates, dozens, came up to me and said, "Jeff, you've earned it. You went from good to great. Your thousands of hours of hard work paid off." In the locker room, back in our gym, the coach took out the list of names of people who made the team. We'll know when he called them, and my name wasn't called. I got cut from the team during my senior year. It was the worst moment of my entire life because that was what I cared about with all of my soul. And when I went home, my parents were loving and supportive, but I pushed them away because I was so upset. My face was clenched in pain. My self-worth was ripped from my body unexpectedly. I thought I was going to be a starter. I was on pace to be a college athlete. That evening, after my parents went to sleep, this is tough to talk about. I can't believe how close I was to ending my life that night because I went into the garage, grabbed the rope. My heart was racing and I felt like nothing. Have you ever felt like nothing before? And I don't even share this with my best friend or my girlfriend, but I know there are people out there who are struggling, so I'm going to say it anyways. I came that close to hanging myself from the tree out back. That close. One last spark of hope went off inside me that said, maybe you can go on to play in college. So I really struggled through the end of my senior year, but I went on to play in college. And in tryouts, I did amazingly well. I made the team this time, but on the one day the coach decided to closely evaluate me, I had a bad game. Now the assistant coaches, my teammates all said, "Jeff, you are an amazing player, a great hitter, a good fielder, a strong arm," but I got benched all of my college career because on the one day he evaluated me, I had a bad game. He's the kind of coach where his first impression of you is his forever impression of you. Have you ever met anyone like that before? But I found the silver lining in my situation. And I decided to study abroad at McDaniel's Main Abroad campus in Budapest, Hungary. McDaniel was where I went to my undergraduate school for college. And it was the best year of my entire life. It was the hidden opportunity in my setback, because I never would have went abroad if I didn't get benched. But because I got unexpectedly benched, I decided to find that opportunity. I asked myself, what's the opportunity here? And I played in baseball games all around Europe. Semi-pro ball. Semi-pro ball, competing in tournaments in the Czech Republic, Austria, and all across Hungary. On top of that, I worked a full-time job, I met dozens upon hundreds of people, and I traveled all around Europe and Asia. All of my dreams came true, and I did it. I went from a devastating rock-bottom defeat in high school to another embarrassment in college, to living my dreams, playing baseball all around the world with semi-pro athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that you can find the hidden opportunity in your setback. You can pluck success from the jaws of failure, and you can continue to push the poetic possibilities in your life by asking yourself, what's the opportunity here? That's the turnaround question. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? Because when you ask yourself that question, you go from victim to victor. You go from feeling at rock bottom to feeling like a powerful co-creator of your life and the circumstances around your life. You can find those epic possibilities even when you get knocked down by life and everything seems lost. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? Pluck success from the jaws of failure by finding that silver lining, and you will handle even the most unexpected of life's setbacks. That accomplished that.
Amazing.